NFL on EA Sports.
And we've got a much-anticipated rematch of last year's NFC title game.
It's the Bucs and the Cowboys, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. With my good friend Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On first down, Banks completes it to Quick. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. To throw on second down, Banks. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Off play action, Banks. Nothing open downfield, so they throw away.
That's the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Prescott off play action. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott now from the 50. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Prescott yet again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Prescott to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Patterson's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Banks. And that is incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Prescott on 1st down. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
They snapped the ball backed up inside their own 10. Now they're backed up even further, and they can thank their coverage for that. They called a zone, and they were aggressive enough to deny an early window, and that gave their rushers a chance to get to the pocket.
Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Fournette again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bucs have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 59 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Banks. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of him.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Banks. He completes it to Evans. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Fournette running out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Banks. And this is caught by Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tyler Higbee, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Roses to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. It's caught. Tolbert. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
First down, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off play action. Banks. His throw incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got his man quick. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, what a move. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
13 yards on the play.
A first down throw for Prescott. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
They're on the 15-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nifty move. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Banks. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Banks. And some room to work. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. This has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you're alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Throwing after the interception. Banks. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 22.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Banks completes it to Quick. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Banks airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. On On second and very short, Prescott back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. The 23-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a defense you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on 1st down. Banks. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A handoff, Fournette running left. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, this one taken in by Otten. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Up the gun, Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's the pickup of 3, which brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw on second down. Banks. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now here come the Cowboys. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Working with a 2nd and 4. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They go screen pass to Hyde. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Patterson's kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but Hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now he's forced out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
A give to Elliott running left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will hold at 22.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Again, it's Fournette.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Rosa's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Fournette, a 1st down carry. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20.
taken down at the 19-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 93 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Back to throw. Banks. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. Banks. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Coverage defensively by Parsons.
Back to throw. Banks. He's got Higbee complete right side. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Rosas' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good for a Cowboys.
1st down, Prescott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Prescott yet again. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
3rd and long for Prescott. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A handoff to Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a give to Fournette. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week.